If you aren't, then you just haven't been playing that much because it's really not that difficult. So I don't know if this is a good idea to delay the entire game by 3 months for him, but all this is insane. Bungie has just announced a massive delay coming to the Shadow and Order update. We've already known about this for a while due to internal leaks from a rogue Bungie dev, but now we have it straight from the horse's mouth. Destiny the game tweets out saying our next major update, Destiny 2 Shadow and Order, is undergoing large revisions and will be delayed. Oh, really? Large revisions, you say? So this has nothing to do with Marathon. Interesting.
I doubt it.
Doubt that. This update is being changed and expanded to include sizable quality of life updates. Okay, I want to know what these sizable quality of life updates are specifically. Truly, I want to know. And as a result, will be renamed. Oh, it's getting a full rename. It's not even the Shadow and Order. Okay. I was wondering what's going to happen. Obviously, we had Ash and Iron, which was turned into Ass and Iron. I was worried that Shadow and Order could be Shit and Order, so it would be, the continuation. We'll see what name we get for this new one here. Honestly, if they give us a ping system, maybe it would be worth it. Ping system, and maybe all will be forgiven. I'm not sure though, because this is going to be a crazy update. This update will now launch on June 9th, which if you don't know, the update was supposed to come out March 3rd. So that would be 3 full months of a delay, which is very, very crazy because I believe this would be like the end of Renegades generally. Like Renegades was supposed to end around this time, but instead with this timeline, the end of Renegades will probably be extended several months. We'll probably won't get the new, whatever the hell's coming after this. Was it The Alchemist? Was it? That's probably not going to come out until September, I imagine. We will provide exact details closer to release covering previously announced weapon tier upgrading. So if you don't know what they're allowing you to upgrade your weapon tiers, which I hate to say it, but this was a really good idea in Edge of Fate when getting up to maximum level was kind of difficult. Where we're at now with Destiny 2, I don't feel like this is necessary because it's not that hard to get tier 5 weapons. And most of you out there, if you've been playing, you're probably high enough level. You're probably just getting showered with tier 5s. And if you aren't, then you just haven't been playing that much because it's really not that difficult. So I don't know if this is a good idea to delay the entire game by 3 months for him, but also adding additions like expanding tiered gear to all raid and dungeon activities. Okay, now we're cooking a little bit. Now we're cooking. We're starting to get there. Tiered gear to all raids and dungeon activities. So we're going back. Can you imagine Vault of Glass's loot getting reprised for the freaking 4th time now? My God. You know what? I'll take it because that gives viability to the old raids and old encounters. So this is definitely a necessity. Like this is something that Bungie needed to do probably before the launch of Edge of Fate. It's good that they want to fix it now. I still feel like you probably launch Shadow and Order on its timeline and then do this 3 months later specifically. But hey, it's up to them. They're gonna they get the cat's out of the bag. Pantheon 2.0 is happening. This was leaked previously. We talked about it extensively. Obviously, Pantheon 1 was an incredible success. It is still one of my favorite titles ever, Godslayer. And I am very much looking forward to a Pantheon 2.0. I love the raid boss melts. I love the challenge of this. So this is actually W here. Tier 5 stats for exotic armors and more. Okay. Tier 5 stats for exotic armors, also very good. Clearly right now in our builds, kind of lacking. I feel like maybe they should have launched the Tier 5 system at the start. But again, we're getting there now. Through June, we will continue to have routine bug fixes and stability improvements. Really? Okay, what is that all about? Continued portal modifiers. Nope, get rid of that. Guardian Games is in March. Oh no. And the return of a more frequent Iron Banner cadence in April. April? We gotta wait until April to get Iron Banner back? What is going on, Bungie? Alright? Where's Lord Saladin? Is he out chilling in the Bahamas or something? Like, get your shit together, Saladin. We need Iron Banner back. everyone's been wanting this Iron Banner set forever now. Dear God. And what's crazy is that Iron Banner is normally not that hype, but because the new set, the new armor set, is actually so good, people actually kind of want to grind it. In terms of communications, we will be focusing on providing you with updates about our live game content, community activations, and general upkeep through the TWID and our Destiny social channels. Okay, so we got an update about communications and more frequent communications, which is good, but I would like to see as much communication as possible, especially as we're going through this turbulent time. I feel like silence makes it look like apathy. I know that's not the case. I'm sure they obviously want jobs, like Bungie's not trying to lose their job necessarily, right? But it definitely hurts when everyone has questions and no one wants to answer anything. The next part reads, thank you for your continued patience and support. We will have more information on our next major update and future plans for Destiny 2 closer to launch. See you Starside. So there it is. Okay. Patience and support. I mean, they got the next major update. Future plans for Destiny 2. There is a future. Okay. And keep in mind that they did reference Destiny 2, not Destiny 3, which I don't know why. Every time there's like something about to come out in terms of news, people are starting to cook up the conspiracy theory that Destiny 3 is coming out, which, that probably ain't happening. Let's be real. In fact, we did get some insider information from Paul Tassi recently, where he said that his source, that's like this rogue Bungie agent that's like giving him information, whispering in his ear, said that the roadmap right here, it says, I can tell you right now the answer for the roadmap delay is not because we added more to the roadmap. And what he's referencing is that, this roadmap was meant to come out in like September, still hasn't come out. It was like February, and Bungie still has not even mentioned the roadmap in this, which is actually kind of insane. I feel like this is not the best approach necessarily, but maybe they want to separate the two, like have the delay announcement, right? Along with a bunch of hype stuff. Like I said, sandwich the good news with the bad news. We talked about this strategy, this little psyop that they're pulling off here. And the roadmap, it's going to be its own separate thing. Hopefully the roadmap is more exciting than we basically perceive it to be right now. Right now it's looking pretty bland and we're feeling like it's not going to be the most hype thing. But hey, you never know, right? You never know what the future holds for Destiny 2. Maybe Bungie is coming out swinging in the fourth quarter here as we are kind of dwindling in our population and player sentiment right now. Paul replies to this part saying, the Shadow and Order delay should be announced this week, which literally it was. Like he just tweeted that out and that just came out. So I still don't know if that's alongside the roadmap, but again, I would be confused if it wasn't maybe a roadmap for the roadmap. So he was accurate that it would be announced this week. Paul just reported that literally 2 hours ago, and then this came out. So his insider information, his source inside Bungie hasn't missed yet. And we know a little bit what's going on. And let me know what you think about this in the comments, though. I want to know how you feel about this. I'm starting to see a good amount of positivity here. Like, it's getting a lot of likes. It is getting a lot of comments. I don't know how people are going to react. Myself, for me personally, it's hard to get really excited because you kind of know this is just happening because of Marathon. And we feel like these little 6-month cycles we've gone through with Edge of Fate and Renegades, it's getting really, really dry. And the fact that there's going to be basically nothing from now until 4 months from now is scary to think about, right? We're talking about population numbers that are going to just be
君の妹はなかなか戦略的だね。この企画はルビー君の持ち込みさ。
イエーイ！お兄ちゃん見てる？今どんな気持ち？
マジかよ。
本日は伝説のキラキラネームピカチュウ君は実在するのか？いるなら深掘りしてみたいですよね。 では早速行ってみましょう。深掘れワンチャン。
お前が現場のこと気にするとは意外だな。
Like we're at 13,000 now. On some bad days, we're at 11,000. Imagine where the population is going to be at 3 months from now. You know, people are already complaining they can't find raids. You know, this is not going to be a good time period for Destiny 2. At least we know when the date is for Shadow and Order, so we have like that thing to look forward to. But getting there is going to be brutal. You know, I mean, we have Guardian games, which I'm not, and they need to make sure that Marathon launches well, because if it doesn't, then it'll be, you know, DOA and all of that. But it definitely hurts that the company doesn't do the best job managing having 2 IPs right now. Feels like Bungie, after the layoffs, I can't help but feel like after the layoffs, Bungie should have realized we're a 1 IP studio. You know, we just lost like 50% of our employees. If we spread ourselves too thin and try to develop 2 games, we're going to sink the first game, right? Like, how does this not even like be a logical conclusion to what would happen? You know, you're already struggling making Destiny 2 in some ways, right? I mean, struggling, but you know, you're maintaining an audience at times and it's doing well. You look at the population overall, and then you have a massive amount of layoffs, and you're like, you know what? Let's just still keep developing 2 games. I don't know, man. I feel like this is we're really gambling here big time.